What's up, everyone? How are you doing? How is everything? Well, you are seeing this photo. You are seeing this picture. This picture was a boy that was rejected in Akwa Ibom in Nigeria, and his family said he was possessed or he is a wizard. I don't know. They abandoned this child. He was only 2 years old, and they abandoned him, totally neglecting him in the street to wander about, to cater food for himself. How can a 2-year-old boy find food for himself? It's quite impossible. And eventually he fell sick. And that was the belief of the people, like, yeah, he's falling sick, and that's be the reason why he's like this, because he's a witch or a wizard. And this kind-hearted woman, actually, as I have seen in the photo, she's actually sharing a bottle of water with this little boy. And later on, a call came in, and people were, pleading that this boy needs to be taken care of. He was rescued and taken to a place where they call the Land of Hope. He regained. He started his schooling right from the start, and now he's entering into his secondary school. What a wonderful time. What a wonderful boy he is now. Very handsome, very good looking. Our mentality in the society sometimes disturbs our growth. That is why I always say that we are limited by growth based on the society we find ourselves. No matter the effort, it is only the grace of God that will help you to skyrocket yourself to another level. But the places we are finding ourselves, especially in Africa, and also especially in Sierra Leone that I'm staying, there are things that are keeping us behind. They are keeping us on our knees. They don't want us to go forward. They don't want us to grow. Instead, they want themselves to grow. Now, look at this poor boy and compare the case of this poor boy to every Sierra Leoneans in Sierra Leone. He was neglected. He is a witch or a wizard. He was casted outside. This boy, oh my God, he stays outside, a little boy like that, 2 years of age, abandoned by his parents, with little knowledge, and basing everything to superstitious, to be why really you have to do this to your child like that. In fact, what led to the reason that you already carried that pregnancy for more than 6 to 9 months, and you gave birth to the child, and you started taking care of the child, and later on you just turn your back on the child? Like, I couldn't imagine what that parent would do now, or what the father or the mother or the relatives, the family people we say now. Would they come shamefully again to the boy? Would they apologize? Is it good for the boy to forgive them if they apologize? Comment in the comment section, let us know. This is a whole debate. We would like to know whether the boy deserves the parents to say sorry to him, and if it's an option or it's not an option, the boy should forgive them and take them back. I want to know. You put yourself in that situation, and you share your heartfelt moment. So that story of that child is also the story of every Sierra Leonean today, in this current situation, in this current country that we find ourselves. That is the situation today. We have been neglected. We have been casted out. More especially for those that are coming from the university. No job. When you want to create a job for yourself, you get in contact with things that will be a barricade for your success. You want to be a photographer. Yes, that's good. But the cost of camera, you buy a cell phone and you eventually start from somewhere. But are you expecting light every day? Are you? You want to be that businesswoman. You bought your freezer. You are glad you wanted to making ice and selling them on the street, and even cold water, cold drinks, all about in the parks and all so on. But are you getting light? Are you? What about the roads? What about the medication? The boy was left out because he wasn't having enough medication. Most Sierra Leoneans are dying every day because of lack of good medication. Most students or most pupils are now just this Gen Z time. They have become more. Like they don't concentrate in school again. Everybody wants to have a smartphone, and the smartphone does everything with the presence of AI. Where are we going? Where is Sierra Leone heading to? We have our nurses now. They only pay much attention to TikTok, making TikTok videos. And you have these people, and most of them, they only spend their time on TikTok, and whatever thing the challenge they see on TikTok, they'll apply it to themselves. My man, you are losing it. You want to make a hair food, and you see somebody using salt, sea salt, sugar, and other things, and they rub it on their head, and all of a sudden you see the hair flopping down to their waist, and you say, oh, I want to do the same thing. You are lying to yourself. Your hair will go bad. So you see, our education is being damaged. That's the situation. That boy cannot walk. That's the situation of we Sierra Leoneans now. They're unemployed. You can't walk. You have foot, but you can't walk. You are crippled inside. Whatever places you go, people frown their faces at you, because most of the people that are high up there never consider themselves lucky to go through university examinations and come out clean with a degree. And when you are there, their doorstep knocking, and they ask for your CV, the first thing they will check for is your academic credentials. They see you have your degree, and man, you are out. You are out for no reason. They will say, we'll get back onto you. But don't even think of going there again, because you are casted out. How? We have institutions that are supposed to be guided by brilliant minds, brilliant people. If you are docile, you have another place to be. Be a stand-up comedian. Brilliant people should take brilliant positions. We are risking everything. All of our places, all of our walks of lives that are most important to us. Talking about the defense. How many people? You talk about a lot of soldiers. Do they know map reading? Did they taught them map reading? Most of them. You can see a soldier that doesn't even know how to operate a compass, simple compass. They can't even know the geographical stations of each place that they are. But yet still we are getting them every day, because most of these young boys and young women are now going to this so-called defense because of finance, because of lack of employment, and they are flooding in every day without was. Because when you go there with your degree, they will not take you, and they will advise, like, if you have a degree, just keep it up. So when you are in the military, or you have been selected, later on after a year, you will post that you have this, and they will elevate you. When you suffered for it, you went to the college for it, timeless. You slept in classrooms. You missed important parties. You missed birthday parties just for that moment. And now somebody is telling you to keep your degree to yourself and apply. Even to the law enforcers, same story. To the police, same story. Some of them are there just because of the benefit, just because of the employment facility, the finance, the money, and all stuff. They are there for that reason, not because of out of love for the force, or out of love to make sure that justice is applied into the nation, and criminals are kept far away from innocent people. No, you see, you have the nurses. Our health is being crippled. We have these nurses that are now much of social media attentions, and they learn their skills mostly from these fake doctors that are possessing themselves from TikTok. How can you as a nurse, you don't know how to even give an injection? You don't even know how to trace a vein in the body, and you rush to TikTok to seek out Dr. Akuruka for him to explain to you how to insert a needle into the vein. Where are we heading to as Sierra Leoneans? Where are we heading to? Most Sierra Leoneans are becoming pastors and prophetess because they are unemployed, because some of them don't have was. They are turning to this pastor, this prophetess, moving around, lying for the people, selling Jesus, selling God to the people through ointment and whatsoever. They will prophesy, and when the prophecy don't work, they say you never work according to the prophecy. Who told you that prophecy can be abated? Who told you that? When there is prophecy, that is why it's called prophecy. It's prophesying that this will happen, and nothing will change it. It will definitely happen. Then now you said you are not traveling to America because you do something, but the past you told that person that you will be traveling to America very soon, and now the time is being skipped because of this reason and those reasons. He said it's prophecy. No, it's not prophecy. So Sierra Leone, we are bleeding. Our actions, our behaviors is tied to that kid. Now the kid is going, graduated from a second primary school to secondary school. How many of us that have graduated from the university? Do we have hope for the future? I ask you again. Do you have? What do you have?